Jesus now explained how to unlock hell. This is where I will leave, tell you bye-bye. Just a little of it. You know the first thing he tackled? If you go down, what he did to teach this is that he went back to the 10 commandments that Moses gave. That's what he did. And then took the 10 commandments of Moses and stepped it up. He first, before he started, he gave a warning. He said, don't you ever think that I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I did not come to destroy them, but to fulfill them. One translation says, but to establish them. He said, till heaven and earth pass away, not even a jot or a comma will pass from the law. Because of these our extreme grace people who think that's what Jesus came to. The scripture made clear the law that Jesus nailed to the cross, that he removed. He says the law of ordinances and statutes that was against us, not the moral law. If you actually believe that Jesus came to get rid of the law, okay, sir, can we now begin to sleep with each other's wives? Are we now permitted to kill? And if we are, can I start with you? Are we now permitted to steal and rob each other? No more rights of property. And if you say so, can we start with your property, your car, your land, your money? Can one person go in, hack into your account now and wipe? If you remove the moral law, the whole society collapses. Let me tell you one of the reasons why the church in America went down. When they took the 10 commandments out of their school, out of their system. Nigerian churches following that example. You know why crime is on increase? Do you know why murder is on increase? Blood doesn't mean anything. We've stopped teaching the 10 commandments. We think Jesus removed it. Meanwhile, before he addressed it, he gave us a warning that did not come to remove it. And the opposite of that warning is what people are doing. When you touch them, they say they are preaching Paul. Excuse me, sir. All these lists that Paul makes, and when he finishes, he will say, I warn you, as I warned you before, that those that do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Where did he get them? Moses. He will, everywhere, none of his letters, he will make one list. I think it was in Galatia. He started with fornication, adultery, envy, strife, all those things he's listing. Where do you think he got them? But let me show you what Jesus did to the 10 commandments. When Moses was writing the 10 commandments, he was writing, don't do this, don't do this, the do's and don'ts, the moral laws of God. You shall not commit murder, you shall not worship idol, you shall not do this. But when Moses got to the final commandment, do you know what Moses did? He went from behavior to thoughts, to motives, to the inner life. That is the only commandment that addresses the inner life of the man that is being given the law. All the other ones were do's, do. Don't kill this man. Don't steal. Don't commit adultery. But when he got to the 10 commandments, do you know what he said? He said, don't covet your neighbor's house. You have already told me not to steal. Why are you not telling me? He said, no. Apart from that one that banned you from taking the action, the issue is that you need to address your heart. Because it's from the heart that action proceeds. He said, don't covet his house. Don't covet your neighbor's wife. He has already told us, don't commit adultery. He said, no. The thing starts by lusting after another person's wife in your heart. So this is where Jesus took it and opened a new frontier. Jesus said, all these commandments that Moses gave, they told you all the things not to do, but I'm going to leave the standard. For example, you heard, you shall not kill. He said, me, I'm telling you now, if you're angry with your brother without a cause, if you slander your brother with your words, you can commit murder with your mouth. He said, you are in danger of hell. people can go to hell for the things you said to another person. He said, if you're angry with your brother without it. So when you are holding strife, malice, unforgiveness, you see where the New Testament writers now opened up that anyone that hates his brother is what? A murderer. They are discussing the same command. Because the New Testament did not remove the moral laws. What the New Testament said is that I will write my laws in their hearts. I will write it in their mind. And once internalized, they will not need to teach everyone to know the Lord. From the least of them to the greatest of them shall know me. If you are going to see this kidnapping stop, we have to start teaching what Jesus taught. You know, the thing has gotten so bad that the man that is sitting in church listening to your sermon is the one planning to kidnap the pastor. What is wrong with what we are preaching? What is wrong with this message that is just watering the surface of the stone? When you teach the gospel of the kingdom, value for human life will return. When you teach the gospel of the kingdom, the respect for the sanctity of marriage will return. When you teach the gospel of the kingdom, the respect for property rights, whether it is somebody's land or somebody's property, will return. When you teach the gospel of the kingdom, the climate of evil will be checked, because now you have restored the salt, you have restored the light. You have been wondering what is wrong with what we are preaching. Africa has had this thing, Pentecostal movement, for how many years? And the society is going down with it. Why it is true that we will not stop evil completely till Christ returns, we are going to check it. The Bible says, he that letteth will let till he take. There is something that is curtailing the spirit of lawlessness. There is something that is checking the spirit of immorality. There is something that is checking lawlessness in the society.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.